The child is the one, is the golden beacon, is your boy, half hope, double H, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to be the same guy, trying to be that guy that tries to be that guy, that can 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 be that guy. Woo! Wait, guys, go right, Bina. I've got right, Bina, and I might drink some Hennessy. Cut the check, guys. Hennessy, cut the freaking check. So we have a beautiful show because really Friday this is about looking ahead to the games of the weekend, but we combine it with also. So there's some interesting transfer news, some scary ones, some very worrying ones, but some very interesting transfer news that will be happening in here as well. So we're going to talk about the Rudiger news. It's messed up. We're going to talk about your boy Hazard. Very messed up. Martial. Raiola is saying what's up with your boy Paul Pogba. And I'm going to touch up on Vini as well, because that was like a last. We're going to touch up on Vini. And then we're going to look forward to, I think, the biggest game of the weekend is the Madrid derby. And I do believe this could be a pivotal weekend in La Liga, in which if Real Madrid win, the league is done. Going to talk a bit about Chelsea Leeds and how Chelsea needs to say what's up against your boys Leeds United and whether City or Liverpool can be stopped, because it could also be monumental. Because if Chelsea drop points again to Leeds and Liverpool and City say what's up, I'm calling it. It's over. It's half over for Chelsea. If Chelsea don't get 3 points against freaking Leeds at the crib and Liverpool and City say what's up, I don't want to hear and we may be getting your boy. We'll be getting your boy RDS. RDS Red Devil Studio could be coming to say what's up and doing his thing. And YSK Jackson might be doing his thing as well. So I remember, guys, as well, as we do every Friday, we will be on Twitch for laughs. On Twitch we will be on Twitch for laughs, where we will be doing our what are we doing on Twitch? Yeah, on Twitch, Pro Clubs, vibes, gaming strategies, awful. Join us as we try and gain up in the division and so forth, and the trials and tribulations, mostly tribulations and failures of the Content Cracks Pro Club team as we try and do our thing. So, guys, look, man, I think we might as well get this overdue. So, sit back. Over the next hour, I will try and do my best to entertain you and give me a real thing to you. So, let's start with our first topic of the day. And this one is painful. This is a very painful one, man. Antonio Rudiger. Tony Rudiger. The rude kid. This is painful. This one hurts. This one hurts. The contracts doesn't seem to have been decided. Some genius seems to believe that Rudiger ain't that important. So there has not been any agreements between both sides. And the guy who was pivotal, let's keep it real, Tony, the rude kid, was pivotal in Chelsea winning the UCL. Chelsea didn't have the best attack. Chelsea weren't scoring loads of goals. The foundation to which Chelsea was up, apart from Kante being superhuman, was the defense. And Rudiger was one of the standout defenders, as Chelsea said what's up in that Champions League. But for some reason, Marina or some psychopaths don't see his value. So this is where it gets through. Guys, January is around the corner, and January is crucial. January is make or break for Chelsea season. But January is already getting, it's getting up to a very bad side, because what you're now going to be seeing is Rudiger may sign for Real Madrid in January. So at the moment, Chelsea are panicking. They say, yo. Rudiger signed the thing. But Rudiger's like, look, I'm not going to be in a club where A dude called Saul, whose kid is called Africa, which is messed up. A dude called Saul is going to get paid more than your boy. And I can have that. See, I was about to abuse Timo Werner, but he said what's up at Zenit. So I can't really abuse Timo Werner right now. So okay, fine. He said what's up at Zenit, but he'll soon be becoming trash. So Rudiger said, no. Pay me what I feel I'm worth. And if you know you're gonna do that, guys are gonna come to me. So we're hearing, I think we had a United, we had Bayern, but I think the real thing is Real Madrid. So let's talk Real. Let's talk Real Madrid, because whenever we do these transfer rumors, I want to try and get a little bit tactical. I want to try and get a little bit tactical. So let's talk Real. So the notion here, or the belief, is Rudiger works better in a back three than in a back four. You know, we've not really seen him play that much in a back four, but in a back three, he's money. So if he was to come in, so Real, because when you look at Real Madrid, they're all set. Carvajal, right back, left back for Mendy, and a great partnership has been forming between Alaba and Militao is really now sort of slowly closing the gap amongst next to Van Dijk and Skriniar, who I think for Van Dijk, Skriniar are probably right now the best center the defenders right now. But he's closing the gap because Militao is really beginning to say what's up. So if Rudiger is going to be coming in, is he going to be as good in a back four? Will he sort of be exposed? Because you defending the back four is very different from defending in a back three. Do Real Madrid need Rudiger? Now, if you're coming in, are you necessarily going to start? Because for Chelsea, you're a guaranteed starter. You're one of the first names on the team sheet. Okay, they're not paying you as much as you want, but you're one of the first names on the team sheets. You go to Real Madrid. What if Carvajal is fit, Mendy is fit, Alaba is fit, and Militao is fit? You don't start ahead of any of them because they have been money this season. These guys have been money this season. And Alaba ain't exactly like an old fogey. Militao is a pretty youngish defender as well. So you're not displacing any of those guys. And bro, Nacho Cheese can come in and still do a job. So I'm not sure whether, see, for Rudiger, it depends on what you want. This is now when we now get real. What do you want? What is most important to you? Is it getting paid or is it playing? If playing is most important to you, reach a compromise with Chelsea. Get paid more, but reach a compromise. Because I'm sure Chelsea are offering him more. But it's obviously not to what he feels that he deserves. But if your priority is playing and starting and being an important member of the team, reach a compromise. But if your priority is, I want to get paid what I deserve, because look, guys, football players, I don't begrudge them of trying to get paid. Okay? Get your money. Guys, at the end of the day, this is a freaking pastime. Get your money. So if your priority is, no, I want to get paid, because I don't know how well I'll be this hot. And right now, once I'm hot property, I want to now fully maximize it as what Carrasco and Graziano Pay did when they went to freaking China and so forth pre-COVID. Oh, shout out to my Chinese bats out there. So if payments is your main thing, then okay, right. Real could offer you that's cash. Real could offer you that money. But if you go to Real, you're not going to be guaranteed to play. And here's the thing Rudiger has to be careful about. The World Cup is end of the year. So if you sign a pre-contract in January, you join in the summer, and if you're not really playing that much, there is no guarantee Hansi Flick will pick you. Because let's keep it real. The core of Germany are the likes of Joshua Kimmich, probably your boy Havertz, Neuer, and okay, Ilkay Gundogan. Those are sort of the core. I don't think Rudiger is yet a core member of Chelsea's crewman. Oh, yo. Redder, what up?
Yo, can you hear me, bro? I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yo. What up?
I'm good. Sorry, Chief.
No. No need, my dear guys. So, guys, remember, we've got your boy Red Devil Studio. Remember to follow his channel, Red Devil Studio, on YouTube. Follow your boy's channel, Red Devil Studio. He's a friend of the show, friend of the Football Hot channel, friend of the Football Hot family. Remember to follow his channel, Red Devil Studio. Quality United content, man. So, look, let me just a refresh of what I've been saying. So basically, the issue here is Rudiger and Chelsea have not reached an agreement to a contract. So what is being put out there is Real Madrid may sign a pre-contract with Real Madrid in January.
Yeah.
To in summer. So my thing is that I said that. So what I stopped is Rudiger. You now have like a choice. If playing is your priority, reach a compromise with Chelsea. If payments is your priority, Chelsea are not going to offer it to you. Move to Real Madrid. I feel that Rudiger should be paid what I think he deserves, because I think that Rudiger is one of the most important members of this Chelsea team. But obviously, they don't view it that way. So, I mean, if you're Rudiger, because it's hard to, because I don't know what he wants on his priority. But if you're Rudiger, what do you do? Because before I give it to you, my thing is, if he goes to Real Madrid and he joins in the summer, and he can't displace Militao or Alaba or even Nacho, why should Hansi Flick pick him for the World Cup at the end of the year? So,
yeah. Just to clarify, because I remember seeing the reports, did it specifically mention Real Madrid? I guess what I'm asking this is, could it be Bayern Munich as well? Is what I'm saying.
I remember, no, but you know, all these are sort of rumors. But what the news piece I read was Real Madrid was.
It was because the one I read said it was like he had an offer for that particular month, but didn't necessarily specify the club name. Because I remember a few months back, the issue there was some talk with Bayern Munich as the team that was interested, because they were looking for a new defender, and obviously him being German, etc., etc. So
I also heard United. I also heard United as well.
I mean, I didn't hear United. So that's just that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that's that. Like, you know, we've got Harry Maguire, bro. You know, that's our game, man. Larry. So, but yeah, so I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, I think Chelsea is much like United fans of Pogba should be resigned to the fact they're going to be losing this guy. So my thing would be, try and push for him to move, get at least some money for him, so you can go and use that money to go and get Kanate. Is it not Kanate? Kunde, sorry, that's it. Yeah, to replace him. Maybe you might even be able to, because Sevilla are in the Europa League. Maybe if you use that Rudiger money, you might be able to push for him in January, because obviously Chelsea and Champions League from football. So these are the things that, like, if you're smart, that I think Chelsea should be going, rather than trying to haggle to see, because the obvious one is that he's clear that he doesn't want to stay. He doesn't. So at the very least, sell him, get the money, and get that defender in, and then at least it's not going to negative.
Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe call me biased because black, racial, and all that kind of stuff. My thing is that, but he was one of the key guys for Chelsea, and my thing is that I loved the.
We've already discussed Mendy's slavery contract. Okay, we've already discussed that. So we already know.
No, it's ruined the story, because look, this guy was ousted by Lampard, maybe for racial reasons. Who knows? He was ousted by him. Remember during the Chelsea Civil War, where he was made out to be the villain?
Yeah,
where
that's true.
Was bullying the young players and so forth, but that was actual BS by those pieces of crap English media and so forth. And then Tuchel comes in, brings him out of the cold. Remember, guys were like, "The guy's evil. He's the worst kind of guy. He needs to be sold." He comes in, is one of Chelsea's best performing players. Remember, it was him who gave the ball to Pulisic when Chelsea beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. It was his pass to Pulisic, a superb pass that he gave to him. Yeah. So I was like, and then I think he actually made like a huge block in the CL final as well. So this guy was crucial. And here's the thing. I know Chelsea have to be very, very important. Okay, fine. Rudiger go and so forth. How do you know that Sevilla don't play a back three? They play a flat back four, very attacking. How do you know that Koundé is going to work well? Remember, we saw Koundé, I think it was France against Portugal. And I think France had like a back three, and Koundé was there, and he looked horrible. And
but didn't he play? Wasn't he playing out? Wasn't he playing out of position though? Wasn't he playing left back or something? I recall.
Yeah, no. But my thing though is, if you're not playing in a back three, that is very different from playing in a back four. So
I agree. Yeah,
will he adapt to the back three that Chelsea are playing? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't disagree with that. It's just the it's more just the fact that at the end of the day, like the dude doesn't like Chelsea clearly. I mean, I don't know what Rudiger's what he's demanding. If he's demanding 200k or more, etc. And obviously, the Chelsea hierarchy for some reason don't seem to want to pay him that money. So it just means. I guess what I'm saying is that ultimately, if they can't come to an agreement, then there's no point in just being like just waiting for him to just see out his contract and then go for free at the end of the season. You might as well sell him in January, use that money to get Kunde or not even him, just any defender that you can think of in the system.
You know what, Red
That's
Devil?
what I mean.
No, I'll do you one better. Use the money to get a left back.
Okay, yeah. No, exactly. Because it's Chilwell out for the whole season, is he?
I think for most of the season, and I can't deal with Alonso. I can't deal with Alonso, and I don't want Hudson-Odoi to be wasted as a left wing back. So yeah,
are you sending back Sal in January? Is that happening, or is he staying for the full season?
No. Red Devil, I'm telling you, it's happening. Whether it's happening or not, I am like, if it isn't happening, it's happening tomorrow. I told you, bro, I have a conference call with Abramovich tomorrow. So, but you don't because we're gonna because we always do these conference calls every week. So first, thank you for reminding me. So guys, so tomorrow, I have a conference call with Bram. We're just gonna talk about that and stuff. And the first thing I'm saying to Bram is, Bram, I love you. You're my guy. You're my hero. You're one of my idols. Sal needs to go. He needs to go. Get Sal the hell out of this, bro.
But do you have any fit midfielders though? You seem to be a bit of a midfield because what LCR. Sorry, Loftus-Cheek is out. Kovacic is out. Kante is out. So who do you have? Like you have Sal and Jorginho.
Red. We'll preview the weekend's games soon, but because
fine.
This could be a monumental weekend for Chelsea because this is the epitome of dud. This is the truth.
You're playing Leeds, man. Come on, if you can't beat Leeds, man.
But then people said, "Oh, you're playing Zenit. Come on, it's only Zenit Bank. It's only Zenit Bank. Of course, you can beat Zenit Bank." And then we also work like a pay Zenit Bank. So, guys, let me take some does, and we'll move on to the next thing. So, our good friend English Tennis FC man, shout out, man. Rudiger can leave. Chelsea need English defenders. Look. My dear EDL lazy friend, Chelsea need, especially with Zuma leaving, Chelsea need a little bit of color up in that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Chelsea just need a little bit of shade up in that piece. All I'm saying, man. All I'm saying is a little bit of shade up in that piece. Tuchel Ban needs to abolish 7 defenders by Godfrey. And wait, isn't Godfrey the guy that stamped on a dude in the Arsenal game?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I think it was him that stamped to the guy. And look, no, Godfrey is boy. He not great, bro. He not great. I'm all good. Shout out to your boy Suleiman. Thank you for the dub, man. Thank you for the dub, Suleiman. Thank you for the dub. After the Europa League final in 2019, Hazard said, "I've accomplished a lot in my career. I think it's time for a new challenge. If only we knew that's meant Spanish paella and Burger King mukbangs." Suleiman, I'm gonna.
Why does Suleiman have a United logo? I'm curious. Why does what's the United?
No. Maybe he's a United fan. Maybe he's a United fan who somehow has an obsession with Eden Hazard, who at one point was better than Messi and Neymar during his peak. But it's what it is. World Cup semi. So, wait, has Neymar and Messi ever balled in a World Cup semi? Have they? Oh no, I don't think they have. But I'm going to come out because that's an unfortunate segue. It's a very unfortunate segue. See, Red Devil, this is something that I didn't want to do, man. You know. Now, guys, I read something very horrendous. I believe.
Oh, he's going to West Ham. Was it? Was that the rumors that he's that West Ham were interested in, man?
Red Devil Studio. Fake news.
Okay.
I get it. You can see when we have comments like this, paella, Burger King, what's it called? Burger King, Wendy's, you know, George Foreman grill and so forth. I get like Hazard has to be one of the most strong. And that's Foreman is actually damn good because I think my brother had one. It's actually really good. Because I was actually looking up grills on Amazon today because I was buying some stuff for the studio. So actually, you know what? I think I might need a grill. But seriously now, look. Let's play the game. I feel it's fake news, but for the purpose of this whole thing, let's play the game. So let's just say it is real. So Red Devils today, I heard 40 mil. And Real Madrid said that's an insult.
I mean, how is that? Like, so Madrid spent what, 100? Was it 100 million? Was it 100, 120? I can't remember.
It was like 62 or something like that. Like 62.
It was definitely over 100 million. You guys used that. You kept on bragging about using that Hazard money to buy the players. So it was definitely over 100 million. So my thing is that he's not done anything though. Like, because if Hazard is worth, essentially what Madrid is saying is that what you're saying that Hazard is worth what, 50 million, 60 million, 70 million? Really?
Okay, wait. So you're saying that No. Wait. Put his form to one side. Over the
last 3 years, you mean?
Wait. Something is wrong with your mic. Your mic has some kind of weird kind of.
Oh, okay. Let me log in, log out. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, cool. Okay, so while your boy logs in and logs out, I think with the thing. So guys, let me put this. So every time I hear these stories I think this is a new law. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. I get it. He's been horrible. It has been a failure. His move to Real Madrid has been a complete and abject failure. I will not deny that. Of course, I love Hazard. Of course, I believe in his ability because I judge guys based off, I remember how good you were. Bro, to this day now, it hurts me to see Balotelli. Because I knew what Balotelli could have been. Because I knew what he was when he was at his very best. I was like, no, I knew how good homeboy could be. So I get it. Understand this. West Ham are doing very well. That's an insult. If I see Hazard roll up in a West Ham jersey, for me, that would be beyond painful. Based on how this was a guy who was one of the best players in the world at one point. This is a guy that's balled in a World Cup semi. This was a guy who, in his final season for Chelsea, delivered a superb, amazing individual season and scored one of the best goals in Premier League history, ironically, against West Ham, where he dribbled like through the whole team. But I want to just play a game. If this is real and Hazard, this is what you're faced with. You're not playing for Real Madrid. Vini is balling. Rodrigo is balling. Asensio is balling now. Mbappe is on his way. Because remember, you see, no matter what, Martinez is picking him for the World Cup. He's Belgium's captain, which is what makes it even much more hurtful. Belgium's captain and literally their marquee star player. It ain't the English player De Bruyne. Hazard is the marquee player for Belgium. So as the marquee player and the star man, you have to be playing regularly for it's a team. And you need that match sharpness come the World Cup. So if it does come to a case in which it's West Ham or nothing.
So AJ, is that better?
Oh yes, better. Much better. So if it comes to a case where it's West Ham or nothing, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't see the chat, but like, are people actually? Let's ask the chat. How much do guys? How much do you think that Eden Hazard is worth in 2021? Going into 2022, how much do you think he's worth?
And Streets, be respectful. Streets, remember, this is one of my favorite players. So be respectful. So Streets, how much is Eden Hazard worth? Based on the fact that he balled in a World Cup and based on his ability.
No, based on his recent
form. Based on his peak, how much is he worth?
the West Ham are going to get his peak though. I'm
see,
seeing.
You know what?
I'm
I'm not going to
20
bring up
million.
any
I'm
of these
seeing
numbers.
20 million, 50
I'm
million
not bringing up any
max.
of these numbers, guys. You know, I'm not bringing up any of these numbers.
It's like 50K.
I'm bringing.
A Big Mac.
I'm bringing up none of these numbers, man.
A Big Mac,
So,
man.
so wait, hold on. So, nope.
So you got to get
I've
the
not
McDonald's
seen,
official.
I've not seen any six. So I've not seen anything of 60 or so
you
70.
bring up the McDonald's official? Can you bring up the McDonald's official? Please.
You see,
Just bring up the McDonald's officials.
you know what, like this is just this is that's just childish. That's just childish, man. That's just childish.
15 fries and 15 Big Macs.
That's
Limited drinks. Sorry.
You know what's it now? I'm not laughing. No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. No, you can laugh. I'm not laughing. It's not funny.
McDonald's official, man.
Guys, sorry, I'm not laughing. It's not funny. It's sick. It's stupid and it's disrespectful. But see, Red Devil, this is my thing. And I know I asked the streets this. Doesn't anybody want to see Hazard at his best? Wouldn't you want to see Hazard at his best?
But he's not been at his best. But the key is that you're like the key is what we're talking about here is that not about what we want Hazard is, but is that how much is Hazard worth based on his current form. So you can't say to West Brom or Newcastle or so and so, you should spend 70 plus million on buying a player based on what he did in a semi-final more than 5 years ago. So when in recent times, he's been off at Madrid and unfortunately got knocked out by the likes of what's his name, freaking Robson Kanu for Wales.
Red Devil.
So it's
when are you
strange.
going to stop bringing up that?
Because it was pretty epic actually. Because he's like these Wales basically had these roadmen aside from Bale, like literally. Hey, Chase, we're not even talking roadmen. We're talking shepherds, shepherd men. That's what shepherd men.
Because is it like in Wales? I think in Wales there are more sheep than people in Wales. I think.
Yes, there are, man. Literally, like it was like shepherds men.
Shepherd's pie. Oh man.
So yeah, that come on. So like, listen, 50 million. I think would be a good. I think that's reasonable for Eden Hazard.
No, okay. You know what? Because basically, just because the guys, warning for Hazard fans out there, including myself, warning. There are a few offensive dubs I'm going to bring up. Don't get triggered. There are a few offensive dubs that I will bring up here. Don't get triggered by them. But my thing here is that Hazard has to leave Real Madrid. He has to. It's over. And I think he has to accept that this is not going to work because Vini is cooking. Rodrigo looks good. Mbappe is on his way. Asensio looks good. So all the flank players are now really hitting their stride now. So there is no goal here. And this is why I was wanting him for Chelsea. And Chelsea, bring him home. # bring him home.
Wait. So you're saying that you want Eden Hazard back at Chelsea Football Club?
Why not? Why not?
I mean,
no.
Is he the same Hazard that left? Like, isn't that
no. Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Let's say a child grows up in this village and he's amazing in this village and so forth, and people love him, and he vibes off of the love he has of the village. He thinks he's too good for the village, so he leaves and he goes to the big city.
Okay,
but his village ways don't vibe with the city, and he was able to be that dude because of the love he received from the other guys in the village. So he now comes back to the village where they now love him and is now reminded about, what I can do and how good I can be. Come back home because your home will remind you about how you can be that freaking dude.
Okay.
Capiche?
So here's the second question. If Eden Hazard were to come back, would he come back with like nicknames or like how does
He's
this
coming back.
how does this
No,
process
no, no,
is
no, no,
is he,
no.
is he, is he Eden Hazard or is he
No.
Ogazad or is he
His name
Zard or
is
what is he
No.
exactly?
His name is Eden Back Home Hazard. Eden Back Home Hazard.
That's still a nickname though, isn't
No,
it?
it's no.
Eden Backup.
It's not. It's not a nickname. It's a real
Okay,
name.
it's a
It's a
real
real name. It's
name.
called Eden
Okay,
Back Home.
okay,
Chelsea don't allow Hazard to join West Ham.
okay. So it's like a Ronaldo thing, like where like he was linked
Well,
with City.
okay,
But
wait, let
know.
me throw a span in the works.
Okay.
Let me throw a span in the works. As much as I think it would be insulting if he end up at West Ham, no offense to West Ham, it might work.
Well, Hazard the West Ham?
Very silently, it might work. Because see, I told you, I'm like Hazard's psychologist. I understand Hazard. I know how this guy thinks. He doesn't care. He doesn't really care. He just plays because he's so talented. West Ham represents no pressure. Chill. It's your thing. We are actually playing above our means. And here's the thing. Make it alone. West Ham, make it alone.
Yeah, you can do this.
Loan with an option to...
It's similar with the Lingard situation. And I'm surprised
yes.
that Jesse Lingard didn't, we let him go in January. He bored. And especially with January signings, a lot of it is about getting depth. I think for some players, it'll be useful regarding selection for the World Cup. Obviously, Hazard is captain, so he's going to play for Belgium. But I mean, I don't know. There should be competition for Belgian forwards, in my personal opinion, when you look at what Origi and Benteke are doing. But that's my personal opinion. He clearly need, like, for me, it's just like, it doesn't, and if we're just thinking about the World Cup here, like, I don't care if he's captain or not, like, you need game time.
Yeah.
You can't just be rotting on the bench. Like, so I would be very concerned if I was a Belgian manager, if my captain, my star player, has spent the entire year on the bench, injured, not doing anything, and then you're going to then just put him into the World Cup major tournament. That just doesn't make sense.
No. I agree.
So irrespective, he needs to go, and if he goes to place at West Ham, put him on loan. It'll add depth for them because they want to obviously push for top four. That's for me the only thing for threat for Chelsea is that, like, I still think, guys, if you're not careful, you could potentially be pulled into this top four race.
Excuse
the way
me?
that Chelsea are moving, potentially might get drawn into this top four. I'm just saying, it's just a warning because quick things can happen, and you never know. If you lose,
all I say to you, relax.
If you lose the next two games, you're already in it.
Relax, chill. Relax.
So just wait. So what you're saying is just, bro, you're saying that you've got to beat Leeds and Southampton.
My lips are sealed. Silver Spring, man, Football Hub member, man. Thank you for the dub, bro. Fun fact: Hala has scored more CL goals this season than Hazard has in his entire career.
That's an interesting fact.
That's an interesting stat, Silver Spring. I don't know of what use that stat is to this discussion, because this discussion is supposed to be therapeutic and to be helpful. But thank you for...
Fun fact from that: Hala was actually at West Ham last season.
Oh, yeah, he was.
There you go.
But yeah, Silver Spring, thank you for that. But I don't see how that is helpful to my man Hazard, man. Your boy Larem Ralph says, call back Billy Gilmore. That's a great point. Because you can you can call back guys, can you?
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point. Billy Gilmore was when he played for Chelsea. He was all right. So yeah, maybe actually it's worth a shout. Actually,
Lauren, that's a brilliant point. That's a great point. Call Billy Gilmore back 100%. Suleiman, thank you for the dub, Mister. Just want to say hi to my fellow.
Shout out to Suleiman, man. I was actually.
I would love it if you don't beat Norwich, man. I would love it because I'm hearing treble. I am hearing.
No, oh my god, who's saying treble?
Yes,
I'm
hearing Ralph is at the. I'm hearing Ralph is going to deliver this guy to the
Not
treble.
At all, man.
Bro, the master of
all I would say, HH, is you need to be careful with these reverse jinxes because the champions.
Suleiman, you best beat Norwich. You best beat Delia Smith on Sunday. You best beat Delia. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Is it tomorrow or Sunday?
Tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, yeah.
You best beat Dele Smith tomorrow evening. You best beat Dele Smith.
The Champions League draw is coming on Monday, bro. You need to calm down with the reverse thing because they can bite yourself back. You need to be calm.
I'm calm. Don't worry, I'm calm. From Zoeb says, Prime Hazard was one of my favorite players in his prime. Was one of the best players in the world. The disrespect is mad. You see, here's the thing, Zoeb, is that we laugh and joke. Look, I love to laugh and joke, and I think we like to laugh and joke, but seriously speaking, which is why it bothers me that Hazard is like this. Which is why I'm so hard on a Neymar, because, bro, Hazard at his best was a ridiculous player. Technically, he was ridiculous. And I will never accept that player I saw for Belgium in 2018 and for Chelsea in his last season has now turned into this. Because my thing is, bro, I'm a football fan. Football needs Prime Hazard. So we can insult and throw all the abuse we want. If we are football fans because we want to see the very best to do the sport that we love. We are football fans because we adore the kinds of things that Ramos does, that's a Kante does, that's a Modric does, that's a Messi does, that's all that Neymar, that all these guys freaking do. Cristiano, all these guys do. So, but to not see this guy at his best when we know what he did at his best, it's sad and it's depressing. It's depressing. Now this is where it gets messed up. McDonald's official.
Thank you.
This is our ambassador, Mr. Eden, favorite customer.
Shout out to McDonald's official, man. That previous comment was dubs, man. So,
McDonald's official.
you know,
I haven't been to your bum ass trash establishment in several years. And guys, McDonald's food is trash and super unhealthy. So yeah, I've not been to your bum ass place. And also, bro, all because he said hamburger in one video doesn't mean he goes to McDonald's. What proof do you have that he goes to McDonald's? There's no proof. Unless you're going to give me photo evidence, Hazard has never been to McDonald's. He's never been to McDonald's. And he was referring to a gourmet burger, not your trash bum-ass McDonald's burger, man. World Food Program, oh God. He actually has a logo. We exported food to Nigeria and Hazard in... No, I have to say the creativity of this community is outstanding, man. I've got to give it, man. The creativity of this community he even has the logo there.
Logo, actually, yeah.
Shane Schubert says Mu had prime Ogazad and failed to reach the CL final.
That is true, Shane. That is true.
He was
no.
Yeah, okay. Prime, wait, hold on. Prime is that with who? Scraps.
Has Hazard ever actually played in a major final?
Scraps.
No. Just quick. Has Hazard ever played in a major final? Yeah, go
on. If De Bruyne showed up in that semi, he would have played in the final.
Which semi? The Wales one?
If that's industry plans showed up in that semi to help a guy who was literally taken on France by himself. Eden Hazard in a World Cup semi, something that Messi Cristiano have never done in a World Cup semi, was single-handedly taken on France by himself and had no help whatsoever. I watched the freaking game, so I know what
about the Wales one, though? What was the Wales excuse?
That was in 2016. I'm talking about 2018. That was 2020.
I'm just but the point I'm trying to make is that like he's not played, man.
Abrits Fair.
That's fair.
Abrits Fair says half of the food Rashford donates goes to Zad. You know what?
That might explain the poverty.
You know what?
In the UK, so we need to redirect that.
Based on the abuse he's been receiving, I pray that he says what's up. That is my hope. My hope is that your boy says, well, what's up, man.
At West Ham, you mean?
Look.
Where's he going to say what's up? At West Ham or where?
Lord knows. Let's just pray he says what's up, but Lord only knows, man. So, guys, and this is why we're bringing in. So, let me brief you on this. So, Martial's agent has come out and said that Martial isn't happy at United. And he's going to actively be looking for a new club in January. Here's the thing. And then I'm sure Red Devil has a lot to say this, but let me say my thing here. Martial at points was superb. And I think people thought Martial would be the next big thing, even before Mbappe and so forth. I still remember like his debut goal under Van Gaal, amazing goal. So now here's the thing, Martial. You haven't played, not based on a kind of poor squad rotation and so forth. You're not getting played because you're a brick. You're a classy brick. You've not been playing well. And I can understand Martial's need to go to a place where he can now play. So my thing here is this is that if I'm a club, do I go for Martial? Depends on what club you are. Because at one point, if you're like for instance, let's say you're a Villarreal. Let's say you're a Villarreal, or let's say you're like a Leipzig or so forth. You're like, man, we know his ability. But he's not been playing well. But it might be worth the punt because we know of his ability. And my thing with Martial is, okay, fair enough. You want to leave, boom. How are you sure that you leave and you're now going to go ahead and ball? Or maybe this is the thing. Because how I will defend what Martial wants to do is go to a place where I am the prime striker. It's me or no one else. I am the main striker. So I can fail several times, but still get a few games to now get it right. Whereas in this situation right now, I've got Cavani waiting to take the place. Greenwood can take the place. Cristiano can take the place. So if I don't play well, I'm not even given another game to now say what's up. I'm already yanked. But Martial has to accept that you haven't been playing well. So it's been warranted that you've been warming the bench because when you played, you're not saying what's up. Although there was that game though, I think while Ole was in charge, where he actually had a really good first half, but he was taken off
against Everton. Him and Cavani.
So okay, so you look at this right now. Do you agree with Martial's stance? And like, man, I ain't gonna play. Even though Cavani is probably gonna be on his way out, though. Do you agree with the stance of that? He wants to bounce.
I mean, I don't agree with how it was done because, like, much like with Pogba and any agent, to be honest, like, you know. You just put it out there and stuff. It's like the manner. It's not really ideal, to be honest. But at the same time, can I blame? I mean, at the end of the day, to be honest, with all of them, and I say this with Pogba, Cavani, and Pogba, Cavani, Martial, is that like they are all talented players, but to be honest, they spend a lot of the time on the treatment table. That's the thing that you need to understand. It's like if I'm a coach and I'm a manager. And you spend a lot of time out, irrespective of how technically good you are, if there are players that come in that do a job and do a shift while you're out injured, you can't just kick them out and then bring this person back in and then they get injured again and then you do the same thing. If that makes sense. Like unless the players that have come in have been like not great. And at the end of the day, like because of the amount of essentially we signed 2 new forwards in Ronaldo and Sancho coming in. Martial being like, has Martial been a massive miss to this Manchester United side? Not particularly.
No.
So maybe if Sancho wouldn't be okay, then fair enough because we don't have as many forwards, but he's not. So same thing with like to certain extent Cavani and what have you. So at the end of the day, the way I kind of see is that they were out of contract. We should move them on in January, get a good fee. Use that to actually buy another midfielder because we have a midfield crisis going on right now, and I think we're linked to a few. And then call it a day. And I'm not saying this because I hate Martial or Cavani or Pogba, any of those. I think I'd love to keep them, but I'm getting a bit tired of like, and especially under a Put it this way, HH, Rangnick's system is quite high intense pressing. Which will require demand a lot from the players.
Yeah.
So if these players are getting injured under Ollie's tactics, which didn't really require that, and how much more injury prone are some of these players going to be when they're going to be asked to press and chase and push the majority of the game? You know what I mean? So the way I see it is like your injury records for these guys have not been great. So fine, we'll move you on. We'll get players in that can potentially handle that press. They might not necessarily be as well known as Martial or whatever, but much like in Liverpool when you brought in Salah and Mane and the like, who weren't known as great players.
Yeah, but just get players that
players
they
that
fit the profile.
Exactly, and energy work-wise and work rate can do. I mean, even James Milner, as much as the guy's a thingy, like his fitness and his thing fits into the system because he can do a job, and he barely gets injured. You know, if you're spending 4 months out of every season on the injury table under Ollie, it's going to be even more under Ragnick. You know, so as far as I'm
but
concerned,
my thing though is, if let's say Martial was to move, do you still see a quality player there that if he moves to a different club, he can now say what's up? Because see, it's one of those things of like, I do like.
you should
See,
go.
is
You know,
it the same as because is it the same as Lingard? Because was Lingard bad for United?
Yeah, no,
He
Lingard
just
was bad.
wasn't that effective, but was he just bad? Martial has been bad.
Lingard said at a time Lingard was bad and just dribbling. The problem with the thing is with Lingard was that like Lingard is not, and in that season we couldn't. He's not a winger, and at the time we couldn't beat a low block. So Lingard isn't the type of player that you play. Sorry, 1 second, mate.
Oh, sorry. So no. Basically, what I'm just saying is that Martial is I can see this is a quality player that's in there, and when you have, it's almost similar to Hazard, where we know what you can do. So the question is, can you get back to what we know we've seen from you? So for Martial, is that, bro, we know what you did at Monaco. We know what you did earlier on at Man United. So the thing now is, can a manager or a club or an environment bring that out of you? But that's I use the Lingard example because you now say, okay, he wasn't that good. Lingard, he moves to West Ham. Bro, this guy's amazing. I told you, I'll never have left West Ham. So maybe if Martial goes to a different club, tactics, environment, different atmosphere, he's solid quality. So maybe it makes sense that, bro, let me just go to something that is just completely new and away from United, away from the whole thing with Mourinho, the United jersey, all that kind of stuff.
Lingard worked at West Ham because like he got more space, and Lingard thrives when he's got a lot similar to Daniel James, but like a lot better, because obviously teams were not set up to defend deep against West Ham. They were going to go out there and give them more space, hence why it worked. Personally, for me, it'd be interesting to see maybe Barcelona because they're looking for a striker. Maybe they could be in for Martial. That would be an interesting thing. So especially if they're going to be going deep into Europa League.
Do you think if let's say West Ham came in? Do you think United would agree to West Ham, or they'll say no, not to a potential top 4?
No, I think they might. I think it just depends on. I think because obviously there's been things around Declan Rice and stuff like that, and wanting him, and I don't know whether that might be a thing. Whether they even need Martial per se, because he'd want to be a number 9, number winger. Do they need him in that particular place? Because he's not like, because Lingard was like almost like a number 10 when he was playing for like Martial's not really a number 10. He's more like he can be a left inside forward or like a number 9. And do West Ham really need that? Maybe. Whereas I see someone like Barcelona, I think Barcelona need a player like Anthony Martial, for example. Like they need it to number 9 or someone like anyone is better than they have right now, with Fati obviously on the injury table, Aguero unfortunately out, Dubai, enough said. So and then the other team in my mind would be Arsenal Football Club, because I think Aubameyang, Lacazette.
Now, would you want to give him to Arsenal, or would you want Arsenal to suffer as a rival? That's my thing.
I would send him out on loan maybe to Arsenal, but not sell him to Arsenal.
Because I don't know, if Martial goes to Arsenal, man, that would be a pretty good purchase, man. Let's see what you guys say. So from Abdul, who supports Barcelona, who are now in the Europa League, French players have attitude problems. #Molina.
Can we clarify something, Abdul? That like just to clarify, you do realize that you need to play a qualifier to get into the Europa League. You just need to establish that with Abdul Barcelona. Like, you're not in the Europa League. You need to win the qualifier to get into the Europa League. That's my 2 cents.
Bro, do you know that? Wait, let me even see whether I can share this to you. You see, there was something offensive was shared, man. Let me even see that I can send it. Wait. Okay, no, it's not here. But basically, Wait, what is this thing? Dynamo. I think it was Dynamo Moscow or Spartak Moscow. One of those teams.
Spartak Moscow, I think it was.
Spartak Moscow said, "Welcome Barcelona."
I saw that on Twitter.
They don't have messed up.
That's no, they're just being friendly, man. You know,
just being friendly.
You know, just
Daddy Usman. Prime Zad is better than any United player, past or present. Yep.
That's a lie.
Will be way
that's a lie.
Well, no, we both agree.
That's a massive lie.
If that's a lie, then why did you include him in the Ultimate 11?
I didn't include anything. I put George Best.
Well, you agreed to it.
No, I didn't agree to anything. As far as I'm concerned, George Best is in that 11. Hazard was not even in.
Nah. You said Hazard over George Best.
You can't compare a guy who's won a UCL and a Ballon d'Or to a guy who basically never played a final.
Your boy Bulking Official says, Mr. HH, Zad has been prime for our company from 2019 to now.
Respect Berg, you know, I mean,
let me reiterate this to the audience and people watching. Martial has never come anywhere near McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, or any chicken stop at all. The burger he was referring to was a gourmet, well-made burger. He was talking about.
You said Martial, Chief. You said Martial, man. And I know Martial hasn't been to any of those things, bro.
Oh no, I said
Hazard here.
I said Hazard. So your boy said, thank you for the drop, man. Thank you for the donations, Joe. Thank you, man. Bless your soul, bro. Suman, thank you for the dub, bro. Again, man. Thank you, man. We're going to smoke those Norwich bombs 4-0. See you.
I see what you're doing, Suleiman. I see what you're doing.
So are we seeing a hat trick?
I see what you're doing, Suleiman.
Wait, Suleiman, who's we?
Yeah, is it where?
Wait. Hold on. I pray. Let me pray. I pray this isn't the Suleiman of Barcelona.
It's the Suleiman of Barcelona, man.
Yeah,
of course it is. Of course it is.
Wait.
Of course it is. It's definitely Suleiman of Barca. Come on. Yes, it is.
No, it's not. He's playing a reverse thing, man. Like
he's doing reverse. Man.
Yeah. He's not converted. You know. Suleiman, go back to Lugo, man. Go back to Lugo. Like.
Oh my God.
You see, this is the only channel where guys openly move clubs. What the?
No, I think it's moved. I think there's some
it's a reverse
here. There's a very deep reversing going on.
So he's gone there on loan.
As already given up on the Europe, I see.
As a spy,
so
man,
very briefly, so before we move to our next thing, so YSK, Martial, thoughts on him wanting to move in January? Good move for him. Do you think that is the best thing because he's hardly played United? Talk to me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the best thing for him because he's not gonna. Let's face it, he's not gonna get game time. Now, maybe there's some kind of obviously he's a new manager and everything, but he hasn't had any time to other than the training pitch. He hasn't. I hear an echo. Is that just me or? Is that all good? Yeah, we're good. But yeah, no, I think Marcel is the best thing for him is whether it's a loan move or it's a permanent transfer. Either way, this guy needs game time. Because forget his inconsistent performances. Without game time, he's just gonna. He's just wasting his career. You know, he's still young. You know, he's still got a fair way to go in his career. So, hopefully, he's a talented footballer. You know, he's not trash. He's just the dude's so inconsistent. And he hasn't had a run of games for so long. He's just stagnating on the United on the United bench, and that's not good for him. So. I think a move, whether it's loan or permanent move away from the club in January is the best thing for him to pick up some form. Where he goes, I say Uber Eats, man. Check out Uber Eats. Say what's up in Uber Eats.
So are we saying lens, breast?
Go to camera lens, breast,
sense Etienne.
Nice biscuit. Listen, Uber Eats, you can play in the Deliveroo Cup, and I know you get to play in the same league as the GOAT. LM7, man. So you get to play in the same league as the GOAT. So it's a win-win for everyone.
All right, man. Look, man. Let's move on to the next one.
Sorry,
So,
YSK, speaking of the GOAT, can you just clarify how many goals Messi has in Liga this season, please?
Do you want me to count every single one, or
if that's okay? Yeah, it's
Jesus,
important.
okay. Let me just get up. I think it's on my phone somewhere.
Okay.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
So, yes, that's 1,
Okay.
2. Oh no, wait, that's an assist. Yeah, just 1 goal. Yeah, that's 1 goal.
And are we what month are we in?
I think we're in December. We're in December now.
So
Yeah,
it's also almost in 2022.
There's something in French. There's some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. But no. He picks his form up in January. Don't worry.
Okay,
this is
fair.
true.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is true.
yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I don't want to feel the wrath of the Messi fans, man. Those guys are psychos, man.
Yeah. It's just to finish the point. It still boggles my mind that someone called Fred has more league goals.
Don't.
Than Messi in Liga. I just don't get that. There's no logic in what that
Red Devil,
says, you know.
Red Devil, just to add on to that, with less shots on target as well, by the way. So
yeah,
Pogba.
No, it's just
Labil Pogba. Let's Labil Pogba. So guys, look, man. What's the problem with Mino Raiola? Is this guy like an attention whore or something? Like,
yeah.
What? Like, okay, so do you blame Pogba in terms of he's your agent? But okay, because here's the people say, "Oh, bro, he's your agent. You should keep him on a leash." But Pogba's thing is like he's a very good agent, and he can do whatever he wants because he's a very good agent that gets me great deals. So what he says and so forth, fine. That's all down to it because maybe that's going to help engineer things because the agent, he works for me and he's doing things to get the best out of me as an individual. And I'm sorry, I'm going to put myself ahead of any kind of institution or everything that I go with because I have to do the best thing for me. So with Raiola coming out and say that, bro, maybe we'll not think about Bayern Munich, maybe we'll not think of blah, 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 blah. I mean, Red Devil, what would you think of Mr. Mino's tactics, man? Should Pogba come in and say, yo?
I mean, not say that, but I mean, it's like I don't care. I know it's weird. Like I don't really. I think maybe because, especially with the new manager and stuff like that now, I'm almost kind of like clean slate, new balance. So it's almost like new chapter. So
no, are you now reaching to the case where bro just cash out on Pogba?
Yeah, so I'm saying. So that's so that clean slate can mean the dude. Like I'm already resigned to the fact the dude is going to leave. The only thing I'll just sort of say with Pogba is that like he's said several times from his mouth anyway that he wasn't going to take a pay cut. So if he's going to leave, then he's going to go to a club that right now is on I think like 300k, maybe 350. I can't remember. So any club that he's going to is going to have to pay that. I'll bet they'll get him on a free, which would be fine, but they have to get them on the books, which immediately that puts off like Barcelona out of the picture. Most likely Juventus out of the picture as well. Madrid have kind of been umming and ahhing as to whether or not they're going to sign him, especially when they're going to go in for Mbappe and Haaland and so on. So really, the only other big club that I could see that might go in for Pogba would be PSG. And then the question is, bro, are you happy playing in, Uber Eats? Like I guess maybe, enjoying that Paris life, baguettes, Messi's there, Neymar's there, what's his name? Freaking Abidal is there apparently, so they're all doing their thing. And then you attempt to compete for the Champions League, which you have no real history in winning in the first place. So even if you go to PSG, okay, you'll get a domestic title. Fine. But you're not necessarily going to be any closer to winning the CL than you were even at Manchester United, to be honest, depending on who goes there to coach. Maybe if Zidane goes there, I don't know, but we don't know. So yeah, that's just the way that I see it really. If he leaves, he leaves. Fair enough. If he stays and wants to be part of what Ragnick's doing, it's fine. He's going to have to obviously fit into the system because Ragnick is not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If anything, he's more Mourinho in the sense of he's a lot more sterner, stricter, wants more from the players, and if Pogba doesn't want to be part of that, then okay, fair enough. All the best.
So do you share the same thing of like, bro, cash out? This hasn't worked. it hasn't worked to the degree of how we know how good Pogba is. And the France Pogba has never showed up for United. So rather than, oh, no, let's wait, let's get this player, let's wait for him to unlock him. He's obviously still very valuable based on how good he is for France. Cash out and use the money for Ralph now trying to build somewhat of a foundation for the next few years.
Yeah, I don't know if Pogba will be in Rangnick's plans, to be honest. Because in his what was it press conference, was it for the Norwich match? He didn't seem too upbeat about discussing Pogba. Obviously he's in Dubai right now, and he's gonna be back in a couple of weeks. And he didn't seem too enthusiastic about his his involvement in the team, because I mean Pogba doesn't come across as a Ralph player. Like he's not he's pretty much the complete opposite. He's slow on the ball. He wants to take his time with the play, whereas Ragnick is very very sharp, and you got to constantly be proactive all the time. So but Raiola, man, that fat bastard, bro. I'm sick and tired of that piece of shit, man.
Damn!
I'm sick to death of that piece of shit, man. Honestly, like this dude just cannot shut up, bro. Like, what is wrong with him? Like he spews a load of BS all the time. He's saying shit like, "Oh, Bayern's gonna make an offer tomorrow." What do you mean Bayern's gonna? Why would Bayern go after Pogba? Like Pogba and Bayern, that's like what kind of fit is that? That makes no sense at all.
Or maybe in his logic is if he puts it out there, but I'm like, oh, actually, because Meno tweeted that out, maybe we'll actually put in a bid for Pogba.
He's saying we've given him a contract extension. There's offers from everywhere. It's like, okay, you've been saying this for years now. What's preventing both parties from agreeing to coming to an agreement and just leaving? It's like Raiola works for himself. He doesn't work for his agents. This dude will do anything to get a piece of the pie at the expense of his athletes. Any point in time. That's just what the guy does.
Damn.
So, and I'd say just let him go if he wants to go, because at the end of the day you can't solely put the blame on Pogba. Raiola. Pogba has to take responsibility as well, because he's a grown man, and you have another guy just saying all this crap, and then you're just gonna let everything slide. Like, you have to pick a side. Either you agree with what he's saying or you don't. So and to be honest, I personally think Pogba's comfortable at United. I think he's comfortable in the position that he's in, because Pogba comes across as somebody who's, I mean, even if he wanted to leave, where would he go? Real Madrid is an option, of course. PSG, I mean, that's perfect for Pogba. PSG is a perfect spot for Pogba. The way he,
it's perfect. It's perfect for him.
Yeah. So I'd say just if he wants to go, because I don't think it's gonna be in Ralph's plans anyway.
Let me just take some of these dubies, man. So from your boy, Cornetto official, Mr. Martial hasn't renewed his membership for ICE. I don't get it. Is Martial? Is he addicted to ice cream?
No, because he's known as an ice finisher striker. I think that's what the joke was. But that's what I
said. That's official. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Bless your soul, man. Bless you.
Are we having? We have like actual brands,
bro. McDonald's has tweeted. Burger King has sent us a job. Bro, you think I'm crazy? This is where it got. He had it's a logo.
Real.
That's it. That's real. That's
when it gets real.
Your boy that it says,
real.
Luke with 2 years De Jong, 1 trophy in 2 years. United 0 in 5 years. Yes, friends. Do you want to respond to that attack?
Daddy is a Chelsea fan, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a Barca fan.
He's a Chelsea fan. He's Chelsea and Barca fan.
He supports FCB. And what's called Mesque un Club.
Okay.
Mesque un Club.
Well, if you're a Barca fan, obviously you need to make sure that the club actually qualifies for European football.
For
That's
Europa League.
important.
Oh, they will. They will. They will.
You
They
know,
will.
that's
They will.
that's
I
important.
have hope. They will.
We don't know because if they face
Oh, I
Napoli,
have
you know,
hope.
you
Have
know,
hope. They
Napoli,
will.
Lazio, a few other teams in there that could, you know, but and if he's a Chelsea fan, then again, it's very, very important, you know, that you guys continue doing what you're doing, which is aiming for that treble that I was promised at the beginning of the season.
Now, Suleiman says, no reverse, just love for Man U. Hashtag theater of dreams. So Suleiman is going through what I call the core complex right now. So the core complex involves where a team you support
Not a
has
name
so it's so broken your heart. You never really change it to be so broken heart. You've now gone on to now go fully. You know, I forgot, you know, Cole used to be a Dortmund fan.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He was
those
a
days.
Dortmund fan.
No, it was
And
no, it was Barca. Then it was Dortmund.
then there was AC Milan.
Then it was AC
Yeah.
Milan.
Then
Then
it was
Bayern.
I mean,
The
my
days of
God.
BD Coleman.
BD
Borussia
Core,
Dortmund
Oh, yeah,
man.
BD
Coleman.
He used to be BD Koede.
Yeah, just Core now.
So, guys, let's bring in this dude right new, man. Where are we at? Vini, your boy Vini. So
Better than
Vinicius
God.
Jr. Now, again, I say you guys are involved in almost everything, man. You can't escape United. So apparently, United, there was a rumor that would be interested in getting Vinicius Jr. And Vini came out, and I think he spoke to like a press and said, "Look, I don't care what price is on me. I want to stay at Real Madrid." And let's keep it real. There is no chance in hell that Vini is leaving Real Madrid because Real Madrid would be beyond stupid to let him go. Right now, they're working on a long-term contract. And now, unlike the situation with Kane and Tottenham, signing a 6-year contract with Real Madrid makes all the sense in the world. Unlike João Felix and Atletico, signing a 6-year contract with Real Madrid makes all the sense in the world because insult Papa Perez all you want. Papa Perez will always look into the future and make Real Madrid relevant. And really, if there's a place for Vini to be to try and be the best he can be, it's at Real Madrid. This is the club that he should be at. So for me, I believe that they're going to time down. They should time down because he is that freaking dude, man. And yeah, man. I mean, Waski, is there any chance in 2, 3, 4, 5 years you'd see Vini leaving Real for United or just leaving Real full stop?
Well, I mean, some point down the line, maybe. But right now, wait. So what was the interview that he was gonna leave?
Yeah. So basically, there was a rumor saying that apparently United are interested, and then in the interview he said that.
What right now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This sounds like a branch of Madrid zone.
Exactly, man. Is this Madrid zone again, man?
I checked, and I made sure
Man.
that filthy Madrid zone was nowhere near this article, man. Bro, I thoroughly checked it, bro. Trust me, bro. If I'd seen the hints of Madrid zone, I would have bumped the source, man. So trust me, I fully checked, man.
No, I don't see him leaving at all. Not anytime soon, anyway. I think he's got everything going well for him right now, and Perez would look long term and say, well, he is the future because Benzema's not gonna be around for long, and this guy he's the guy for Real Madrid going forward because obviously a certain number 7 can't even get into the team right now. So
let him rest. Let him rest.
So, actually, have you already discussed the West Ham move?
Thankfully, yes, we have, and we're not going to revisit it. Yes, you missed it. Thankfully, it was a roast session. It was a roast session, bro. Thankfully, you missed it.
You missed some awesome super chats, YSK, man.
Awesome, man.
Branded super chats.
It is what it
Go back and rewatch the stream, man. Afterwards, man.
I will.
Don't go back. Don't. I'll probably delete that section and re-upload
it. But yeah, this is it's a useless story, really. I mean, he'd be perfect for Ralph. What Ralph is trying to do, he'll be perfect. because he's like a more advanced version, a forward version of Fred. The dude just doesn't stop running. He's got endless amount of energy, and not to mention how much he's improved as a footballer. So he'd be perfect, but yeah, he's not gonna leave Real Madrid. This is a Madrid zone scam.
So what was also read out? So look, does Vini become a Madrid legend, sort of in the same vein as Cristiano and everything, or who knows? Maybe if PSG rise or something, we may see him leave Real Madrid. Because I don't. Because who knows? Because my thing is, look, let's say Ancelotti leaves and they get some young Madrid manager, and the manager is trash and so forth, and the Real Madrid are doing really badly. Maybe Vini says, "Oh no, I want to go." So, what do you think happens future-wise with him and Real Madrid?
Well, I don't think Ancelotti is going to leave anytime soon for a start, because Madrid aren't really in a position that. But I mean, what managers are available, man. This is the thing. So, like, it's, if Ancelotti, let's say for some random reason Ancelotti falls out and has to leave for whatever reason, like, who do Real Madrid get in? Like, there's just no one available, unless they take upon Uncle Mourinho again. But I think that he's waiting for the Newcastle job, So why I say that, Ancelotti, clearly has a favour for Vinicius. I mean, the only thing I would say is that potentially the only threat really to Vinicius going forward is if Hazard finds his form. So if Hazard finds his form at Madrid and balls and really does go at it, then Vinicius might be in trouble. When we see that peak side coming back from Madrid when his season actually starts, then maybe Vinicius might be in trouble. But until that happens, whether it will happen or not remains to be seen. Vinicius will probably do, what he's doing and will improve. And I think as long as he doesn't get injured, I don't see any reason why, he'll leave Madrid. And I guess the other thing is, what is Madrid's transfer policy going to be next season? Like, are they going to get? They clearly want to get Mbappe.
No, I mean Mbappe. Like, that's the
Mbappe's there.
Yeah.
So my thing is that are they going to get? Do they want to get Mbappe and Haaland? Because they're already signing Mbappe. If they get both of them, then I'm now thinking, oh, okay, now where's Vinicius now going to fit now? Because that might be a.
So where will who fit?
Vinicius fit now. If they get Mbappe,
no, but isn't the idea Vini left, Mbappe on the right, and then obviously it's Haaland is there to really replace Benzema. So if let's say you get Haaland in the summer, maybe you play Benzema in a number 10 role behind.
But does the tragedy
one thing. So then where does Hazard fit into this team then? You said that we're getting Haaland in to replace Benzema and then getting Mbappe on the right. So where does Hazard fit into this?
I say play five at the five up front.
Something?
There's a.
No, you know what? You want to say something like, "What are you doing?"
There's a solution for this.
Okay, think long and hard before you make a food joke or a McDonald's joke or a burger.
No. Of course, I mean, I want to see this guy succeed.
Oh, do you really?
I'm still waiting for him to overthrow Cristiano, and the numbers.
Oh, you guys! Man.
I mean, he hasn't even surpassed Mariano yet, so I'm still getting to that, but I'd say this is the simplest solution. I mean, I don't know what manager would play this formation, but I'd say just play five up front. If you want to really incorporate Zard, because I feel like Zard is too crucial for this team to be left out.
So what's like a 3-2-5 for formation?
Yeah. I think because Zard is so crucial for this team, and he is that dude. I think you cannot not play him. So yeah, I say it's gonna be an ultimatum where you're gonna have to play five up front with because let's face it, in a normal formation he doesn't get into this team.
I know, bro. Which is why I didn't mention.
You know what's funny?
I didn't mention him.
But the funny thing is he's being replaced by players who doesn't even play in his position. So that's the problem. Like
Detroit's Rock City. Detroit's Rock City. Hashtag ban adopted Barca. We would love to have Paul, but can't afford
his
it.
wages.
That's what
Because
we'll say, oh, they can't afford the wages. Like, and ban never break their wage structure. So him even mentioned ban, like, it makes no sense because there's no way ban are going to break the wage for Pogba. Daddy Usman, thank you for the dub, Daddy Usman. Who will Vini go to? Why will Vini go to a club that can't beat Villarreal? I think he's aiming that at Manchester United, though. So, yeah. So, guys, if you don't know, United lost to Villarreal in the Europa League final.
Just out of curiosity,
they were the best team that dropped down from the Champions League. Wait, guys, remember, did De Gea concede 11 straight penalties? Let
me just clarify something. Did Real Madrid actually beat Villarreal this season? Because if I recall, they didn't beat Villarreal in La Liga.
I know, but Europa League.
No. Because the question was why didn't he go to beat Villarreal, and then I'm just trying to address the fact that like the club that he's at couldn't beat Villarreal this season.
No, I don't know, but 11 straight.
It's a bit redundant.
So your boy Suleiman, who has now changed back to Lugo, Vini Jr. and Mbappe will own La Liga for a decade. This is true. With the way Barca are going, Suleiman, your club Barca, not Lugo, your club Barca, with the way Barca are going, Athletic can't be trusted. Sevilla, and these guys are from the road. Real Madrid could pretty much dominate the entire decade in Spain. I think people need to give Papa Perez just a little bit more love. I think they need to give him just a little bit more love, man. So before we get out of here, man. So guys, we have the So guys, we have the Madrid derby this weekend. So guys, what do you say? So let me put this out there. If Real Madrid beats Atletico Madrid, I'm calling it. It's over. The La Liga is officially over. It's finished. Done. Real Madrid are going to be the champions. So Atleti need to do something because Atleti, I don't see them being able to chase or close down the gap if Real wins. So let's just look for actually, who's playing at home to begin with? That's always very key. If Real are home, it's going to change things. So Real Madrid are at home. Real are at home. I am going for a 2-1 to Real Madrid. I'm going for a 2-1 to Real Madrid, man. I think it's going to be a good, close game. I think... Now, my thing... No. Here's this. If Benzema is fit, 2-1 to Real. If Benzema isn't fit, I'm going with a 1-1. Red Devil Studio, man. Madrid derby, man. What are you saying?
Madrid are gonna win this. Madrid are gonna. And
what if they don't have Benzema? Because I'm not sure whether Benzema will be fit. What if they don't have Benzema? Because Jovic is more overweight than Hazard. I'm just saying. So
it's Hazard fit? Just out of curiosity.
Luka Jovic has a bigger belly than
no, but I mean, is Hazard fit going into
I think Red that would suggest that he is fit. Yeah, he is fit.
Okay, fine. Okay, cool. Okay, so Hazard, Vini, and Luka Jovic. Is that we're saying that Madrid are going to start off with?
Well, I mean, Streets, tell me, is Benzema fit for Sunday? Streets, just tell me. Streets, tell me whether Benzema is fit, because again, that will greatly influence what I'll say. Just tell me whether Benzema is fit for Sunday, because if Benzema is fit for Sunday, with the way Atleti are moving and so forth, man.
I see Alex B says Benzema and Bale both train with the team, so that's what.
Okay, Alex so they're saying yes. So say Benzema will be fit.
Yes. Okay, fine. So Benzema being fit and Vini balling, then yeah, I think that this will be probably a 2-0 win to Real Madrid. To be honest,
come on, you're going to give Atleti at least 1G.
No, not these bricks, man. So not. They just. I know they got through. I'll bet like with a bit of shithousery. No disrespect to Atleti. So, but like even this season, like they just look. Suarez himself, in particular, is supposed to be their main striker. Really, I think just seemed to sort of drop off ever since he won the league. Because it was like, I proved to you, Barcelona, that I'm useful. And I has nothing to prove anymore. And now
so now, guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm actually really trash. If I have nothing to play for, I'm actually really useless.
Exactly. Like, what's the deal? So I just like that's their main threat. like Real Madrid have got this. I'll be very surprised if Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid in this.
Waska, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think
Wait, what's in the name? Wait, I can't put. Wait, what does it say?
Hey, Chich.
you'd have to use like you have to dissect that meme. Like you have to dissect it. Like
Wait, I'm trying to.
if you remember if you remember that R9 goal, you'd understand that meme.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that because he scores it in the end. So I'm trying to understand.
You know how he scored. You know how he scored.
Yeah, I know how he scored.
Yeah, he went around the keeper. Yeah, he went around the keeper. So what the keeper is happened to be Cristiano's United career, but we won't get into that because he's obviously low on the eye test compared to Zad. We won't get to that.
Hence why I had to think about HH.
Yeah, I mean, HH is known for being slow. So.
I'm sorry. Hey. So I go around his career or something.
His United career, yeah. You avoid his.
The point is, you avoid dwelling on Ronaldo's United career. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, you go around it. You go around it. Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah.
Oh, come on, that's a stretch, man. That's a stretch. Oh, shut up, man. I'm not that slow. No, that's a stretch, man. Nah, that's a stretch. Don't call me slow. Don't call me slow. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a stretch. Okay. Why is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, being roasted in the chat. HH, sorry, man.
Well, screw you, you.
Whoa, pause. Anyways, so no, I think Real. Wait, so it's just to confirm, Benzema is fit or is not fit, or we don't know yet.
No, he's fit.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. Real is gonna now. Atleti, like Red Devil said, they are known for just complete shithousery, and they. I wouldn't be surprised if they like scrape. Who's playing home?
Real are playing home.
Real,
yeah. So
I'm young, by the way. I'm still young, though. So relax.
I mean, that goal is pretty old, but we won't get it. Only a few decades. You're still young, man. It's still young. So I think the only way Atleti gets a result from this is complete shithousery. Now, that Porto game was hard to watch, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how that game finished 3 with them scoring 3 goals, but these dudes now this is terrorism football, man. Like this is literally if anyone
leave Caliban alone, man.
No, that's a different variety. There's different brands of terrorist groups, and I think the Tuchel's and his guys that's a different brand. It's not, and we can't forget that they put 8 men behind the ball against Juve at one point. So, but I think Real will get the result here, and I think it'll be a convincing win as well. And you can write La Liga off for the rest of the season. You're muted.
All right, shit. I was muted, man. Your boy Abris Ferryman, thank you for the job. Says in 85 games in La Liga. Okay, wait. Can you leave this man alone?
Wow.
We have had 5 different topics, and somehow Hazard's name has been embedded in every single topic. Cool. He's not doing well.
He's
guy alone.
He's building up to a point. If you read the
in 55 games in La Liga, Zad has 5 goals and 9 assists. While Kaka in 85 La Liga games has 23 goals and 23 assists, yet Kaka is a flop. Kaka greater than Neymar. Now first of all, don't you dare do Kaka. Oh, based on achievements, Kaka over Neymar for sure. Now Neymar is the better player, but Kaka over Neymar. Remind me what Kaka did at the World Cup. Whoa! You're quiet? No. You like to talk. What has Kaka ever shined at a World Cup?
So are we talking about participation awards, or if that's the case?
Has Kaka ever led scraps to a trophy? Hazard did with Chelsea. I
thought we were talking about internationals. I thought we were talking about internationals.
No.
What did Zad? I know. What did Zad? Yeah.
No. But my thing is that has Kaka ever balled with scraps? No.
Hazard took scraps
to a
I know. Yeah, I know.
Scraps to a World Cup semi.
I know. Yeah. No. Yeah. Save the bridge. So I know, but I'm just saying, where's Zard's CL in his tenure at Chelsea?
Where's Zard's final?
Give Hazard the 2012 team. Give Hazard the 2012 team or the 2021 team. Chelsea win all the games easy. Hazard
that final is a fluke, right?
He just needs to be in a final, man. That's a major final. That's
just a final.
Just a major final. Whether that's the CL final, World Cup final, Euro final, just a major final. He's not been in a major final, and therefore,
please coffee. Dislike the vid, hates me, abuse me, insults me, call me this, call me bald. Yes, I'm going bald. Yes. Hair doesn't grow here. Yes, call me bald. Okay, LL. Everything. The truth crushed to earth shall rise again. There is only so much you can do to put down the truth. This needs to be bonks, man.
This needs to go on the album, by the way. That music album
on any album. This needs to go.
This needs to be.
No, it needs to be an interlude. It needs to be
exactly an interlude, man.
That's trash insert in the album.
Or at least the name of one of the songs.
No.
You can use it as an ad lib. You can use it.
There's
Zard as an ad lib.
There's no ad lib, bro. There's no ad lib, bro.
End the song of it.
No, basically, all I'm saying is neither Messi or Cristiano balled in a World Cup semi. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.